Hello everyone. This is a tutorial of how to basically install and use this very wacky tool right here called the Universal AC/DC. So, so basically, the Universal AC/DC is a unpacking and repacking and all sorts of other baloney tool that was created by some Russian modders all the way back in. I have no fucking clue. I think somewhere around 2010 to 2014. It's been quite a while, and this tool that I'm about to show you, it's mostly obsolete today because most people are going to be working with like Call of Pripyat SDKs, source development kits. People are probably going to work with Call of Chernobyl source development kits. Also, there's all sorts of English source development kits that are out there. But if you're working with a mod or any other like weird Stalker related thing that you can't really find the SDK for, this tool right here, the Universal AC/DC, this is an improvement of an older of an older like unpacking tool called this ACDC. So this is like the improvement off of an old tool called ACDC. The Universal ACDC is like the improvement, and like I said, it's mostly obsolete today because there's more better tools that exist in the source development kits of different like Stalker games. But if you're working with if you're working with like a weird Stalker mod like I am, Goldsphere OGSE, it's pretty hard to find the source. It's pretty hard to find the source development kit that was used to create this game right here. So I have no fucking clue what SDK was used to create the OGSE version of Goldsphere. I'll probably never find out. If I had to guess, it's probably a zero point 0.4 SDK 0.4 for Shadow of Chernobyl. I'm not entirely sure, and I probably have to look that up some other time. I hope I'm able to get the SDK to this one day. But if you're working with some like weird Stalker related doohickey and you really don't know what SDK to use, because SDKs are like the better tools to be working with all.spawn files or level.spawn. I don't know if level.spawn works with this tool right here, but I was able to get all.spawn to work, so that's pretty good. So this video is mostly a demonstration of how to install all the things necessary to make Universal AC/DC work, because it's not a very intuitive program, and I don't even know it all too well. I'm just showing you it because it was pretty hard for me to figure out what the hell to do everything with it. So in the description, I want to show you a few things first. If you need any resources to work with, all.spawn files, I recommend these three websites right here. Universal AC/DC. This is like a little wiki of Universal AC/DC. It's in Russian, unfortunately, so you have to use like Google Translate or something. You could also use this thing right here, editing all.spawn. This is this is the file we're going to be trying to unpack, all.spawn. So all.spawn is basically a humongous like compressed LTX file, from what I believe. So that's what I've heard from another video, some random Spanish video I've seen of it. I may be wrong, so yeah, so all.spawn is basically just an enormous LTX file, compressed LTX files. So that's that. And this is another website to like find some good information about. And this is actually using a different tool. This is the tool I alluded to earlier, acdc.pl. Universal ACDC is the improvement of this tool right here. This page has not been updated for a long time. Yep, 2008. So it's still pretty. I was still able to get some use out of it. But I think the two best ones. There may be like more. There may be like more websites that you're able to find that have like better information about all.spawn or ACDC. Another one is editing all.spawn. I found this like moddb tutorial right here, and it has a pretty good tutorial. It was created in 2012, and like I said earlier, it uses the same acdc.pl like file as was mentioned on this page right here, acdc.pl. Like I said before, Universal ACDC is basically the improvement off this one right here, so you don't have to worry about it. But I was able to find a lot of information of how to make the universal AC/DC work through at the bottom. There's a lot of useful comments in here, and thankfully Nakalal gave the best information. You'd be better off using universal AC/DC instead. He gave me a download link, and you also need to download SDK utils. If these links inevitably go dead, they probably will soon. I don't know when these. Well, this is actually made in 2024. I doubt they're going to be dead. But in the description, I'll put a Google Drive that has these two files right here. Universal AC/DC and SDK utils as like some kind of backup in case the links go fucking exploding. Like I said, make sure to read the edits down here. We're going to be doing this in the video. Add use.lib at the top of universal AC/DC. So this is what I used to make it work. So I'm going to show you how I was able to make universal AC/DC work. So first of all, all tutorials mention you needed to install something. You need to install active Perl. God, what a fucking disaster. So you're able to install active Perl by looking up on Google right here, active Perl, and you'll see active state right here, download and install Perl. This is active state's another big like Perl distributor or something. I don't know anything about Perl. I'm just using it for this Stalker mod. I don't know nothing about programming or scripting or whatever. So let's. I think another one you can use is Strawberry Perl. I don't think it's here, but. Did I see it? Oh yeah, right there, Strawberry Perl. I think another one is Strawberry Perl. But I'm just using for what I used is active Perl. So if you click on that link right here, you'll be taken to this page. And I think it's recommended that you use a older version of Perl, one that supports like old .perl scripts. But I was able to make it work, at least for like what I needed it for, by installing their latest version of Perl. So 5.36.3, download Perl, and this will bring you to this page right here, and say continue to download Perl without an account. There we go, and continue to install, and this will bring you to this weird page right here. It doesn't, and if you click Windows 10 build ready, you'll see it doesn't really have a very user-friendly install process. So I was able to make mine work. I hope this doesn't fucking explode my PC by installing download CLI tool, and you'll see this thing right here. You want to open it, and you'll bring a command prompt. You want to press Y and press enter, and it'll begin downloading the tool. And press exit, enter the exit. There we go. And let's do this one next. Download your runtime, and this is actually, you put this into your CMD right here. You type CMD, and this will bring up command prompt. You want to paste that in here and press. Oh, oops, I forgot something. There's a damn period here or something. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. So I don't know why it's not working for me, but trust me, this will work for you if you're doing it for the first time. I think it's not working for me because it's like I already installed it or something, and it's like making a project that's like different. So just forget about it. You'll be fine if just please, you'll actually have, I guarantee this will probably work for you. And once you're done with that, you want to do the same with the system wide right here. You want to copy to clipboard, open command prompt, and paste that in here. Once you pasted that one in and press run, you'll see like a few weird things running, and it should be good. I'm not going to paste that in because I'm afraid of like maybe ruining my Perl somehow. I don't know anything about programming. And with that, you should be done. And to do, if it doesn't work for you, you may have to create an account and do the same process right here. Oops. You may have to create an account and do the same process for like your weird account or something, but I don't know. I unfortunately don't know much about installing Perl. So once we're done with that, you have Perl installed, and you're now able to run somewhat these .pl files right here. So PL means like Perl. Let's extract everything from here. Open a new folder. Let's do universal ACDC. There we go. And you want to extract, this is 7-zip folder, so let's extract using 7-zip. Yep, 7-zip right there. So let's put that in there and extract it using 7-zip. 7-zip, extract here. You can very easily install 7-zip. It's incredibly easy. It's a very user-friendly program. I'm not going to show that here. And once you do that, you need to install STKutils inside of the root directory of where you installed your universal ACDC. So you want to, damn, one more. Is this a 7-zip file as well? Looks like it. So 7-zip, extract here. This will bring up a file, and you want to open up your universal ACDC and just plop the file into here. There we go. And while you're here, you want to make a few folders called all, right here, all, oops. And you want to make another one called config. This will help you navigate. Oh yeah, I think you need to create one more. Let me check it, 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, just needed to check with something. You want to also create a folder called game. You probably don't need to do this for what use casing you're using, but this video, like I said, it's mostly just a demonstration of how I was able to make this tool work. You may find some use out of it, probably not a lot of use, but we'll continue. So the weird doohickey mod that we're going to be using on this is Stalker Gold Sphere, like I said right here. So so my Stalker Gold Sphere OGSC version, this is the original 2017 version. It looks it will look a lot different from yours. You'll see that there's no DB files right here. If we go to an original Gold Sphere folder right here, Gold Sphere, I don't think I have one right here. Gold Sphere. I think this is Gold Sphere repack. Your Gold Sphere will look like this, Gold Sphere plus translation. You'll have all these DB files in here. And you're able to extract the contents of these DB files by using a tool called AXR toolset. I'll include a link to this in the description of this video right here. And using this toolset right here, you're able to use the DB tool right here. And you want to put input path and put an output path, and you want to drag your DB files from I'm just going to use this as an example, DB base. You want to copy that. Now let's put it into folder 5. So I have it right here. Let's move this for now. Put it in here, and if you hit execute right here, it should dump all the contents of the DB file into the folder. You have to select. It may be your mod may be a little bit different about what like format of like compressing like it uses for the DB files. Like for example, compressing these DB files in the Gold Sphere mod right here, it uses 2947 RU. But I think Stalker anomaly compress like DB files uses XDB, so do that. But we'll use 2947 right here, and if you execute them, it'll unpacking finished, and you'll see all of your unpacked little goodies here. And if you unpack every single file and in your Gold Sphere right here, it'll all be if you unpack every single file, game.data.db file right here, if you put all of these files right here into the thing right here, it's gonna be, if you put all the DB files right here and press execute, right, if you press execute right here, this will, let me just delete that because it's no longer useful. If you press execute, once all these Gold Sphere like DB files are in here in the folder, in your input folder right here, folder 5, output folder 6, it'll dump all the game's contents into the folder right here. And once you have all the contents that you dumped out from the AXR toolset right here, you're able to, every single file will be a file that's contained in the game data folder. So you want to take every single file from here. Actually, first of all, you want to extract your game data folder. You want to create a new game data folder. And then dump all the contents from your extracted DB files into the game data folder right here. Paste them all in here, and then you want to put your old game data folder onto the new one, so it replaces all the files in there, like the translation of and all like the fixes. So, and that's how I created this weird version of the mod I'm using right here. It has all of the extracted game files in here, from like meshes to scripts. And the file that we are going to be, the two files that are going to be important into demonstrating how this tool like works with all.spawn files, the file that we're trying to make work right here, all.spawn. You can find them once you go to the root right here. You want to search up all, and you'll see this thing right here. You want to copy it and paste it into your desktop for now. And another one you want is game. If you search up game, you will get a file called game dot graph, and this is a graph file. You want to take that as well and paste it onto the desktop right here. I'll do that. I don't have it yet. There we go. Let's just delete this for now. So here we have the ACDC tool right here, and let's start making it work. So as the guy said on the editing, thank you everyone who made contributions to finding out how this fucking tool works, even though I have no clue how it works specifically. Thank you, Nakalal. And it says right here, just add use lib this thing right here to the top of universalacdc.pl. And if you copy that right here, let's do exactly that. That's how, I don't know if this is necessary, but this is how I was able to make it work. So let's just check that again. Universalacdc.pl. Let's look where it is. Universalacdc.pl. And you're able to open up this in like Notepad++ for example. Sorry. Here we go. If you open this up in like Notepad++ right here, I'll shift it over here. You can also just use regular Notepad for this. And if you scroll down right here, you should see, I'm going to check something real quick. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So I was correct on what I wanted to do. Once you opened up the Universal ACDC by using like Notepad or something, do not make it by default that it opens up with Notepad like I did. Just open it with Notepad++, for example, and you want to scroll down until you can go to. No, this is the correct one. Yeah, this is the correct one that we opened right here. Universal ACDC. This is another one. Don't worry about this one right here. You want to scroll down. You can probably already see the change I made to this one. You want to copy what the guy said on the form right here. Add use.lib to the top right here. You want to make a change right here. Scroll, do that. You want to paste that in there. Make sure the semicolon is in here, and save it. There we go. And it should be good to go. So let's test it out. Looks like it should work. Yep, it's right there. That's good. So let's exit out of here. And let's start making this goddamn thing work. This is the one I wanted to use. I apologize. God, I'm not very good at this. Yeah, there we go. Universal use lib is in here. I made a backup of my old ACDC in case I fucked up this one. So once you have the thing edited in ACDC right here, oops, I scrolled too far. Once you have this like little thing right here, right underneath package GG version, we are able to start making this work. So how I like making it work the most, and like how I'm able to like navigate this tool the best is by using command prompt, and we are going to be doing a little stuff because I don't like using these batch files because they don't really call Perl. They kind of just do a thing. They kind of just call a window. They don't really start the. It's hard to explain. Just forget it. So I like using the command prompt right here, and we're able to start. We're able to start doing what we want to is by unpacking the all file. Is you first want to, as a little precaution, you want to put one all into here. I don't know if this is necessary. I'm just paranoid. This tool is very finicky with how it works. So that's pretty weird. So I like putting two all files, one in the root and one in this file right here, and let's start making it work. So as a little demonstration of like some of the options you're able to do with this tool right here. Let's go, for example, to ACDC decompile. That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to decompile the all.spawn file right here, so we can get all the LTX files from it. Because, like I said earlier, an all.spawn file is basically just one enormous bunch of LTX compressed files. So let's open up ACDC decompile right here and press edit, and you can see right here is you can see what it runs as a Windows batch file right here. It runs these commands. So let's copy these, but instead of using the batch file, we do it in command because the first thing you want to do is you want to change your directory in the command prompt to this folder right here. So I apologize. You want to click on the top right here and press Control C, and the first thing you want to do is type in CD, which is change directory, and you want to press and Control paste that little thing right here, and there we go. It will now change like the directory of whatever you're trying to do into this folder right here. And so we're now able to do whatever action inside the command prompt inside of this folder. So let's open up decompile right here. Let's see what it is. Let's just scroll down. Let's copy all this and paste it, and paste it right here. And we can. This is actually just to be used as like a little test of like what the mod has in store. And if you replace this with a C right here, this is the method I've used of. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, yeah. You first want to type in Perl and then paste this command right there. I thought Perl stopped working, and oops, I forgot the thing. Wow, I keep messing this up. Do Perl and then paste it, and then edit this D to right here to be C, and I like using this to see a little. This will spit out a syntax error, and as a result, this will actually give you a bunch of like helpful information of how to like make this program work. So you can let me just scroll quickly. Bad syntax error, fatal error. You didn't like write the syntax correctly because it doesn't know see, yeah, it's a warning right here of a fatal error because option C is ambiguous, like we put right here. Option C is ambiguous. It could be compare, compile, convert, and as a result, this will give you some little helpful information of how to make this work. So this will basically just give you some like helpful information of how to make the syntax work. So you can see all these different like compile directory path to file with unpack spawn, IDX. Create a file with identities, and like I said, this is a very old tool, and the user interface isn't that great, but I guess we just have to make it do if you're unable to find a certain SDK. So so for the example of trying to unpack this all.file right here, I like using this file right here called decompile scan. So let's open it up, and So let's go step by step of how I was able to debug all this, so you can kind of get like an understanding of how to like this thing works. So press Control and type Perl and paste, and this will give you a bunch of errors. Cannot find class ID for zone class zone Havaga. You may find like cannot find class ID. Of this, like you may find like these errors right here. So how are you able to fix it? Well, if you're using a certain all.spawn from a mod, using this program with like a regular like all.spawn from like Shadow of Chernobyl or Clear Sky or Call of Pripyat, it should probably work. I haven't tested it myself, but like I said, this all.spawn file right here is from a mod which has its own like custom class ID system, its own like custom doohickeys. So this program isn't going to recognize like what zone Velka is, so it's not really able to like create an LTX file for it. So we're able to make this, thankfully we're able to make this program basically use like the config file from the mod, so it's able to get like configure LTX files using like the config file from the mod as reference. So I'll show you what I mean. So the first thing you want to do is find the config folder of the mod you're trying to do. So like I said, I'm using GoldSphere OGSE. So if you go to game data, config right here, copy it, and actually 1 second, be right back. All right, I'm back. So once that's done, so let's copy this config file right here. You want to copy the location and you want to paste it inside of your universal ACDC folder. I was actually wrong about the config, so just delete it and instead just paste it in here. This will copy a bunch of files and paste it into the universal ACDC file. Like I said before, this config file is from the mod you unpacked into the game data and config, and basically the same folder right here. So now that config is in here, you may how I was able to figure out this config right here is if you go to the mod wiki, if you go to this the mod FAQ section right here, universal ACDC like wiki, you can see right here spawn unpacking. Any error that occurs when unpacking mods from mods unknown section, I'm pretty sure that's just a mistranslation of cannot find class ID, zone like Havanka, and this means the mod uses non-standard sections of items of /mods. To unpack such a spawn, you must use the key /scan, specifying as parameter to the path's config folders. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. We use the config folder of from the mod right here. I'm not sure if you have to use configs. I don't think you have to for this case. So let's make it work. If you go up to like the little syntax used right here, we're able to scroll to the bottom and it can give some common options right here. Oops. Common options, as you can see right here. Scan directory, path to the config folder. So that's exactly what we're going to modify in the next iteration of like this thing right here. So if we paste in the directory of this config right here. So press config, open it up right here, press Control C, and just paste it into here. It should hopefully work. And oops, did I do this correctly? I really hate this because it doesn't really do a very good job at like, okay, let's just copy this again. I think I fucked it up. There we go. Paste that in there. And I think I got rid of the sort complex. So make sure to delete this config and then put in the universal config again. Yeah, there we go. I was able to make it work this time. I think I overwrite that sort /complex. And so if we go to this thing right here, choose the sorting type of objects. That's not really important. The next important thing that we need to do to unpack the all.spawn file is by getting the game's directory, so path to the game.graph folder. So let's just run this without doing the game.graph folder right here. So let's just run it. And if we do, cannot, ooh, that isn't good. It cannot find class, so let's try this again with the 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry for that brain fart I had. So I actually made a mistake of the syntax of this thing, and that made it not be able to recognize the config file. So so what I originally did is I added. What I originally did was let me just. What I originally did was just copy the config right here, and I pasted it right here, and this would give out the error, no such file or directory. Now it works. What the fuck's wrong with you? Okay, whatever. Yeah, as you can see, this file was pretty weird. So if you go up again, it kept giving me this error, even though so the error was how I was able to make it fix is that I removed this C semicolon, and so as you can see right here, anytime I had the C semicolon, description cannot find class ID for class Havanta or whatever. And if I scroll down a little bit more, if I do it this time right here, where did I do it? Yep, I removed the C right here, the C and the colon. And then that made it that started making it work. So cannot find class ID for zone Volta. And then once I removed this C semicolon from right here, and then it started to work. Thankfully, I got another fatal error, but this one is actually fixable. This is what I wanted to show you next. So let's try that again. And if you go scroll to the bottom, and once you're able to make it work, the next error you should get is fatal error. Read main graph. No such file or directory. It's unable to find the game.graph file. And if we go to I think if we scroll up to the syntax right here, finds path to the game.graph folder. This needs the game.graph this needs the game.graph folder to work. So if we scroll back down again and then start making it work, I have no idea why it suddenly works all of a sudden with that colon right there. No, I guess it doesn't have. Yeah, right there has the colon. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh yes, I was actually incorrect. It does. You're supposed to remove the colon right here. So make sure to remove this little colon right here. As you can see, I actually already inputted the. No, this is the wrong one. Never mind. God, what the hell is wrong with my thing? So let's make it let's finally make it work. So to fix this error right here, game.graph, no such file or directory. Remember that game.graph folder we got from the unpacked gold sphere folder right here. If we search up game.graph, copy it, put it onto the desktop, which I have right here, and this is what the game folder I used is. So if we put it right there, copy, paste, replace the same file, and it's right there. So let's finally make it work. So the final command prompt to make this work, it should work right here. Sort out scan. This scan scans the directory file right here. Make sure to remove the semicolon. So if we can see right here, users Lucas, that's my name. I doxed myself. Desktop universal ACDC. As you can see right here, it's basically the thing right here, but without the C and the colon right there. Make sure to remove the C and the colon. And I accidentally copied the wrong game directory, and this /G should be the place where the .game.graph folder is. So let's do that. Let's copy it. Let's paste it. Sorry about that. Let's copy it. Let's remove it. I forgot there's no copy and paste option. Paste it, and make sure to remove the semicolon. And this should work. And if we run, yeah, there we go. Oop, yeah, there we go. look, exporting all the objects, and it should. If you remember that there was a lot of items. I think there was only 26. Now there's 30. I have no idea what it. It put into this folder, but as you can see, a new folder right here was created, all/cs, and this has all of the unpacked LTX files. So, for example, let's um, a custom map for this mod right here is called pre-Bannock, and if we open that up and look at that, look at all those look at all those IDs like pre-db camp, right, cat. Look at that. That's a lot. You may be able to find some like unique cut stuff in here. This video went on for a lot longer than I really wanted it to. This video is a fucking disaster. Like, did anyone even get any help out of this? So that's it. I don't know if you're able to make level.spawn level.spawn files work for this, but I was only able to get all.spawn files to work. So you may be able to get level.spawn files to work. I don't know why it shouldn't work. And so look at all that. That's a lot. Zombie. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. We demonstrated that we unpacked an all.spawn folder. We got all this baloney out of it. I think we got some other stuff out of it, such as VS Vertex. I don't know if that was in there by default. And we also got GIDs, I think. Yep. Look at that. Pretty cool. Used AI locations. I don't know if that's pretty sure that's specific. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you're able to get some use out of this. This is mostly just a on the fly tutorial that I wanted to create, and I'm really glad I was able to find that issue with the colon and the semicolon right there. I swear to fucking God that it worked before with that C and the colon, but maybe it didn't. Maybe I just did something else. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. See ya.